Phew! What a day today, huh? Beautiful out. End of March. Just about ready to hit April in it. It's feeling like spring today. Today's this project. It's gonna be like 60 degrees today, so I'm gonna get something done outside. Kid's birthday's coming up, and I've told her I'm gonna get this shed done for her for like a playhouse fort little thing to hang out in. She's been big into painting lately, so I just picked that up with the forks last year before. I moved it over there, set it down. Floor needs some work, needs new shingles, needs some new siding. So we're gonna start on that, at least attempt to get it usable again for her. So probably end up running the sawmill a little bit, but doing some carpentry. Like I said, I gotta level it. I gotta get some new floor joists under there, so I'll take you guys along. Hopefully I get her out here. It's not really her gift, but it's more, she can help do it, you know? It's good for her, learn what to do. Have an idea how to swing a hammer. Here's what we got cooking. Gotta get this thing level. Left and right and left. It's way out at the moment. Just on some crappy boards. Probably not gonna be a very good instructional video. It's gonna be more just how I'm gonna do it, and it should be fine. See on the bottom here. Got a bit of a rot issue, but some floor joists are out. Said kid's gonna use it probably for a year or two, if that. If he uses it at all, and then it's probably going to turn into a chicken coop. Be a little bit of an upgrade from the little guy we got. But this wall, oh, no bueno. So I'm going to get the jack, try to jack up what I can, throw some new floor joists underneath it, and put some blocks down in the corners to keep it up out of there. And I'm just using pine boards that we have sawn, not using pressure treat or anything. This one lasted, about 20 years, not 25. Story behind this shed is my dad and I built that at our 2 houses ago. And, I was probably 5 to 8 years old range. And we cut it in half. Cut it in half all the way around because it was too high to fit on a trailer. So we separated it. This was probably when I was about 10. Parents got a divorce and we still wanted the shed. So cut that sucker in half, took 2 trips on the trailer, brought it to our other house, put it back together. And then when I built my first house, it was close enough to my dad's house. I was just 2 doors down. We just picked up the tractor and took it down the road. And then coming here, we left it one piece. I'm not sure, we didn't hit any wires, I don't think. Nobody called us, so say we made it. And here we are. It was way over there, just kind of a storage shed, and then figured I might as well do something with it and brought it over here. And now see if we can't make it into something a little nicer. So I gotta grab some wood, grab some tools, grab a jack, and we'll catch back up once we figure something out. Maybe first thing we're gonna do is start by replacing this bottom board, and then I should be able to put a runner underneath to get that something to go off of to make it nice and level. Got the high lift jack underneath the back, got it up just enough where I should be able to pound this thing out. Perfect. Nails and all that shit everywhere. I'm gonna throw that new 2x4 right in here, get this wall straight, and put the 4x4 right underneath it. Should do it, I think. Get that bottom 2x4 in. Now you can see the wall where it should be and where it is. Got a good bow in it, but I should be able to just tap that right in. I don't think there's much holding me. Yeah, push that right in, toenail a couple screws in, that'll be straight. Then I want to put that 4x4 underneath that, and we can start leveling. It's also a good idea not to use screws when you do this kind of stuff. I'm using it because it's going to tighten them up where I need them to, or if I can't really swing a hammer under here. But screws, when you say you put a screw in halfway, you hit it with a hammer back and forth a couple times, normally they just crack. They snap right off. Where a nail is going to bend. It's got some flex. It's going to go back and forth for a while, where a screw will just break. So, but for this particular application, can't really swing a hammer underneath, and I want it to suck it all tight. So I'm going to use the screws for this one. Free. Front's a lot more solid than the back was. I'm thinking our initial problem was when we set it down this last time, it had slipped off the blocks and we didn't really think much of it, and we probably should have. But get this 4x4 in and brace these corners. One there, all right. I'm cooking with gas. Looks pretty good. Matches this corner pretty good. Don't try this at home. Set in on the block on the jack. Now I'll level it towards the back, level it towards the side, and that'll be the hardest part done. The rest is just siding and cleaning up a little bit, but I will catch up with you guys once I get all 4 corners leveled. Well, she is level. Had to add another block in this corner, put 3 over here, but use the 2x6s in the back. Do a step now, but she is rugged. She ain't going nowhere. Left and right level, forward and back level. Pretty happy with that. Really was not bad at all. So next I need to probably see what's real bad on the roof, figure out what I'm going to do. So I got pine boards that we cut, so we're just re-siding it. Anything right around 5 footers will work good for that. Just gonna go right down this side. Hopefully the nail into this stuff. I'm not sure. I'd like to go the other way, but it's all vertical siding that I have, you know, that we make. I don't know if I'll have enough to nail into or what. Once you get in here, this stuff's pretty solid. At the bottom's bad. I'll put a piece of 1/2 inch going down that side. I'll be able to nail in good there, nail in good here. Do 3 rows of nails, should be good. Let's go see what we got for lumber. Over by the sawmill. Come on, Cal. Come on. Come on. Come on. Load up. Let's go. Come on. Load up. Get in the back. Come on. Come on. Some siding boards we already have cut. If they're 10 footers, I'll use them, but if they're not quite 10s, I don't think I'm going to use them for this. We'll just saw some new ones. Oop, you guys took a fall. board and batten siding. Do wide plane boards all the way down. Then I like to wait till it dries. You put a 2-3 inch piece, 1 inch thick over the seams. And you know the seams going all the way down. Gives it a nice look, rustic look. The way you start, this plumb. Plumb up your first board, then you can just go right to them. My sawmill isn't perfect, so it's going to be a little wavy here and there, but that's why I put that 2-3 inch board across the front. You won't even know it. Double checked all my measurements, got a bunch cut ahead of time. Now we just gotta throw them up. You get the basic idea what we got going on. Looks a lot better than it did. Once this dries out, like I said, we'll put the battens on there, cover up those seams, and then we just gotta do the front. Got it all sided up. 2 sides I'm gonna do. Door hole open. I'm gonna go ahead and build the door now. I gotta cut this wider. Once I get it figured out, I'm gonna see if I can. We got like our rehome store. They sell stuff for Habitat Humanity. They collect the money and help people build houses and stuff. Well, you can bring stuff to them if you have extras. I'm gonna see if they got a window that might fit that, and then I'll cut to that size that I need. I'm gonna use 2x4s for the framing. Got 2 hinges, so you guys kind of follow along, and if I find something important, I'll let you know. I can mount the hinges right here. Big knot in that one. I just build a box out of this, nice and square. So nail those in. Then I got some little metal brackets we can use. So best way to cut a 45, grab your speed square, flip it around, that right there, that's a 45. If you look at it, I already got a 45 for you. So cut that. Yeah, this one's headed in, and you want this one to head in as well. You put it in there, it'll be nice and tight. Try this again. There we go. I was like, what did I do wrong this time? That's better. Once that's all screwed in, it's actually stands this way. You know, with those angles, you won't be able to rack it from side to side anymore. Be a nice square rectangle. Square rectangle. There. See the side to side here? Nowhere. Perfect. Nice and strong. We're gonna side this side, and we'll hang it up, mount the hinges. We should be good to go. And measure that opening. Without the siding boards on there, that thing's still pretty flimsy, but just because there's only a few screws in the corner. But once you put the siding on there, it'll tighten it right up. fancy hinges screwed in. We're back going. Battery died, of course, just as I was getting ready to hang the door. So I got a couple screws in there. Pretty happy with that. There's gonna be a top trim piece up here anyway. It's gonna cover that gap. You would never get it perfectly. Once the boards start moving, it's gonna change anyway. So that, happy with that. Yeah, should be good. I was thinking of doing a different style, but that should work. The one thing I always do with these hinges, they come with these little screws. You know, it's a meaty screw, but it's not very long. I like to use something like that, big hex head. Really bites in, gets, you know, this is really only going to get through my pine, where this is going to go through the siding and right into the stud. So throw a couple of these in, then we'll make sure our hinge is good, and we'll finish up putting the boards on. Put a stop on that so it don't swing all the way. That should work nicely. Just get a latch on there. Good. I think I'm going to put a board on the inside. I'm going to put a board on the inside here so when the door comes in all the way it has somewhere to stop. Then I won't need that trim here. Just figure out what I'm going to do there up on the top for that, but I think a board on the inside would be good. Get that cut, that out. Just notice the big screws I put in didn't do much because they missed the stud. Oh, what am I going to do with that? Maybe try to crank them in on an angle maybe. Not what I wanted to see. Yeah, try to put them in a hard angle. Just can't really go much further. Sometimes these are a little bigger, but not usually these decorative ones. Can't even barely notice I forced them in there. What are you barking at, Cal? Well, there's our final product. Put a little trim board across the top, nice and level, hide that joint. I gotta get a door latch. Right now, this is what we got. Closes nice. Got a spring on top, so don't go whipping open anymore. But nice door jamb. I'm happy. Closes good. Looks good. Couple nice hinges. Yeah. Oh, I do the. We got a big piece of rubber roof I think we're going to use on that, and I'll hang it over the edge and go around with a trim board, make that look nicey nice. But that's it for the shed reconstruction today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you on the next one.